Hey,
Hey, what's up,
hey.
y'all?
It's just being the Joneses.
Being the Jones.
Just being
It's being the
the
Jones.
Joneses.
Joneses.
Hey, y'all. I hope y'all having a good day. Or we
Hope the
just,
day's going very well. I know we are. We out here on location at St. Pete Pier, enjoying this beautiful weather. We got a little picnic set up. We even got our son Cam out here. He chilling in the hammock over there, and it's just a perfect day out here to be outside.
yeah. Yep. I mean, I'm hoping my allergies don't start going too crazy. I like being outside, but them allergies, there's some oak trees out here. I'm allergic to oak trees, but we actually sitting really close to some palms. So
Right by
hopefully
the
I don't have
water.
too much of a problem.
Yeah, should be fine. Should be
Yeah.
fine.
We had our little sandwiches, just a little picnic
Yeah, a little
and
simple
stuff.
picnic.
Yeah.
Lots of fun.
Mhm.
Lots of relaxation. And if you know me, I'm all about low stress and a lot of relaxation.
Yeah, definitely. Yep. I like those
Peace.
easy going laid back days. For
Yeah.
real.
Oh yeah.
Those be the best ones.
Mhm.
Calm, steady, and laid back.
Yes,
And the
is.
weather is good. Man, it ain't even hot. Like it's nice and warm, but yeah.
And kind of cool in the shade, but not too bad at all.
Right.
It's just
Exactly.
right.
Yep.
That good fall weather.
People out here walking their dogs and they're laying in their hammocks and they have some um,
Yep.
people that's fishing and just walking and exercising, riding bikes.
Enjoying the day.
There's a little playground over there with kids playing. Then they have the beachy area where they kind of going out in the water. So it's a
Mm-hmm.
nice little place over here. It's called Vanoy Park,
For
right
North
by the
Park.
pier, St. Pete Pier.
Yep.
Yeah. So if y'all ever in this area, and y'all want a nice park to check out, Vanoy Park is a nice one,
Mm-hmm.
right on the water. I would have brought my bike out here. I would have been riding. We know what happened last time we took our bikes to go bike riding, right?
Yep.
If y'all looked at that episode, then you
And
know.
you gonna make sure they know because I messed up. But if she messed up, it would have been a different story.
No,
Y'all wouldn't
I
even
mean,
seen the video. That's but she gotta do that check in every few months and make sure y'all know
whatever.
that I messed up.
Oh boy, it was still a good time. It's all right.
Yeah.
So today we wanted to check in with y'all about some gender roles. Yes, that's the hot topic in like relationships and stuff like that. And we kind of wanted to chit chat about that a little bit. So we're gonna get into it. So it's a lot to be said about gender roles, y'all. People learn them growing up by watching their parents,
Watching TV,
watching
other people in general.
TV. Yes,
Yep.
but one of the things that we have learned, or I feel like what we kind of set our standards by when it comes to gender roles, is what works for us. So y'all know I'm big on
Definitely.
what works for you.
Definitely.
Um, but we still gonna talk about it, right? And see, because sometimes you can be doing stuff a certain way and it don't necessarily work for both people. So you got to re-examine it. You got to go back to the drawing board. You got to start from scratch,
Mm-hmm.
and you got to take those core beliefs and that built-in, system that you used to, and break it down and go to scratch
Might have to change the foundation up for
and
what you was
start it
taught
over for
because I
what.
mean we're in a different world, different generation. Things are different now. So all the stuff about like back in the day, the man used to be the one working, bring home most of the money, doing all the I guess heavy lifting, whatever. I mean, whatever. I mean, it's just things are different now, though. You know, what I'm saying the woman used to cook. Sometimes she was a house mom, but sometimes even if she worked, she was still expected to be the one who cooked. But I don't operate that way. So
Yeah,
I mean, just me personally, if I see that she had a long day and she said she don't feel like cooking, then she don't feel like cooking. It's all to it. I might cook, or she may order out, or I may order out, or on the way home from work, hey, you want me to pick up something, or
yeah, and I
you know,
like that because I feel like it's considerate, right? And it's not expected to, of me that every single day, regardless of what my day looks like.
Right.
Because I might need a mental break, I might need a physical break, I
Right.
might need an emotional break. I don't know what I might, in any given day, it may just not be a good day for me, and I just wanna, relax, and I don't feel like cooking. I don't feel like doing the laundry or any of that stuff, right?
Hmm.
So, um, you gotta do the things in your relationship that's good for both of y'all mental health, your physical health, and all of that stuff. So, like with gender roles, I know a lot of people believe in them, and I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. I just think you need to make those roles work for both of you in the relationship so that those things aren't causing you so much conflict that somebody is being unhappy in the relationship, somebody is mentally distressed, somebody is emotionally distressed, somebody is so tired all the time and it's draining them, and they can't get the help that they need, or it's affecting your physical health in any type of way. It's really important to like check in with your spouse
Yeah,
on those things.
that's right. That should
Yeah,
be the norm. That should be very normal in every household.
yeah,
Check those mental health check-ins. If you ain't feeling right mentally, you need that break. Then hey, take that break. Take a
yeah,
week off from cooking. Do what you got to do to put you first, though. We gonna eat. People gonna eat. The house gonna eat.
yeah,
As long as everybody good, then take whatever break you need to take. As long as it works
yeah,
for you and your household.
yeah. Because you got situations where one of the complaints I hear all the time is that um, a woman may be feeling overwhelmed,
Right.
and I'm gonna speak from a woman perspective, and the woman may be feeling overwhelmed, and she works, the spouse works, but she has the majority of the household responsibilities on her shoulders. So his responsibility might be that, okay, I'm gonna keep the yard or something like that, or but when it comes to the cooking, when it comes to the cleaning, when it comes to the kids, then he's hands off. So that may cause a woman to feel like she's living in a single world. I'm married, or I have this significant other here. I have to follow my kids here, but I still feel like I'm pulling this load, and I'm carrying this load predominantly by myself, and that can be very, very exhausting. Like very, very exhausting.
Yeah.
And then sometimes, as a man may wonder, like, why you always you know, have an attitude, or why you always this or that and the third. And sometimes it's the overwhelming, And some women, I know y'all feel like I shouldn't have to ask for certain help with certain things, but tell your mate what you need, okay? Tell them what you need.
Nothing wrong with asking and saying something. Because he won't know unless you say something about it. If all he sees is you smiling every day and thinking everything all right, but inside you're, not feeling 100% mentally
Hmm.
overwhelmed. Like she
Or
said, they ask, take the time to say something, talk about it.
yeah, and sometimes I know you're not even smiling. You just, like I said, he may be wondering what's wrong with her. She
True, yeah,
always, but you're not saying anything because you feel like I shouldn't have to tell you. You should know. You should just do. And it's important to communicate. It's important to stay out of that area of you should be able to read my mind. And I know sometimes some people feel like they've been together long enough where you should know each other enough to know what your needs are, to know what your wants are, different things like that. But the communication is still important. It's still important. And so when it comes down to it, I know sex can be a problem when you're feeling overwhelmed like that. And you can be turned off, especially if the partner is not helping in that capacity.
right.
So, I mean,
Because if you, if a woman, I could just imagine like if a woman is feeling overwhelmed, or anybody, guy too. But I think most of the women have this issue where she may be feeling overwhelmed, and then the guy be expecting, that time, that physical time, that bedroom time, but she's too tired, not in the mood, and he's like, hey, well, what's wrong with you? Then stuff like that's just gonna break down.
hmm or from a man
Man
perspective, you
perspective too, yeah,
complaining that you're not getting sex, right?
yeah, like,
But how can you figure out, like, and sometimes women are not just dealing, it's not even just the responsibilities around the house. Sometimes it's hormones, stuff going on with the bodies, all of that stuff. So sometimes you gotta kind of with us as women have to remember that there's different things, additional things that happen with us, that affects different things.
Yeah.
And we have to be careful to make sure that we keep up with our appointments and stuff like that, or say something to our doctor if something don't seem right, but also communicate those things to our spouse.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't know how easy it is for a man to understand them things.
Some men, I mean, a lot of men do, I believe, understand it. Everybody has their level of what they want to tolerate, or how much respect they want to put on it. Because I mean, most men, when they want it now, and they feel like, hey, I work all day, I bring home the money, so I want it now. I mean, but it don't always work that way. Sometimes you got to take a week off. I mean, or whatever it takes to make sure everyone is comfortable in the
Well,
situation.
and that's another thing, like I make the money type of situation.
Yeah.
Like I've heard that too. Like there shouldn't be any complaining because I bring home money. So it's like I've seen situations that happen where women have said that their men have told them like there should be anything, you should be happy, there should be nothing for you to complain about because I go out and I make the money and I bring it home. But how is that fair? Like, way to live? Because money is not just everything.
Money and everything, yeah. Because
I mean, it keep the bills paid and
keep the bills
other
paid,
stuff.
or whatever the household may be. Keep the bills paid, keep a level of comfort, and whatever. Because money is a great resource. Let's face it, but it's not everything. So
Yeah.
it ain't. I mean, because if you're the woman over here doing all this hard work in the house, then that's equally good as a man bring home money. Like
Yeah. And I mean, even with women who work too and bring money
Yeah.
into the household and then still need additional help around the house.
Yeah.
Why do you think it's a big issue for that man to see the need of their woman and just pitch in? Like, why is that? And I guess it's because of the core beliefs of how they're designed to think that this is how things supposed to be. Maybe that's. But even if you're thinking that this is the way things supposed to be because of gender role.
Yeah, I think it's maybe again, go back to the foundation, what they believe in, what men believe in, how they saw their parents brought up. That okay, both of y'all, both parents, or the man and the woman may work, but the woman is going to be the ones cooking, cleaning, running the house, basically handling the kids, all that stuff.
And sometimes it's
sometimes it can be overwhelming.
Yeah.
And I mean, but if guys just like I say, me personally, I chip in. I take care of the kitchen for the most part. I wash dishes. She cook more than me, and I make sure the kitchen's good. And sometimes even you will kick in. Like I guess if you're feeling up to it, you'll cook and then immediately wash dishes. You know what I'm saying? Clean the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, that's my thing. That's what I do. Because I know you don't like doing it, but I mean, I don't mind doing it.
Even with laundry, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like sometimes if I'm washing
whatever.
something and he go in the laundry room and it's something that was washed, he'll take it out and put it in the dryer.
Yeah, because it just need to be done.
Because it just need to be done. Like it's just like
it's really simple.
Yeah.
The way I look at it, but I mean, a lot of guys aren't going to look at it that way. And again, because of that foundation, they saw their daddy doing, and they say, well, okay, that's all I need to do it. She's gonna do the laundry. She's gonna clean the house.
Do they just want a wife just so they can have somebody do everything?
Some probably do because they don't feel like doing it. So
but your wife not your mama either. I mean, it's your wife, but at the same time, like, because the reason I say it's a such thing as wifely duties, depending on how you define it. But I also think that it's also like if you making a mess and you just make it and you made it and you just like, oh, she'll get that because that's the wife. To me, now you looking at a situation where it seems like you in the mindset of a child and this your mama. Because like why you can't get clean up behind yourself?
It ain't even about a child, you're being a slob. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah. So and it's certain things like I don't do. Like for instance, the trash. I don't take the trash out.
That's right.
As long as we've been married, I have probably maybe a couple times might have taken out the trash, and that's only because like I might have had to, or he was deployed, or something like that. So if a situation where he was deployed, then and one of the kids didn't take it out or whatever. Because I think Tyreek and when you were deployed last, Tyreek and Cam was the only ones left home.
Yeah.
So for the most part, Tyreek would be responsible for taking it out.
Yeah.
But I mean, you could call that a gender role if you want to, but with me it is because I don't feel like I need to be taking out trash. For one, I don't like to. Okay, so I don't want. But if I have to, like, right, you know, like he asked me if it's raining or something like that, and the trash is on the side of the road, the trash cans, and they came and picked up the trash and it's open, you know, just can't maybe bring it in so that the rain won't rain inside of the bins. You know, I don't mind doing stuff like that. You know, not that I even think about it though. Once I put it at the garage, I ain't really think about no bins. But
I take it how Cam do it.
yeah, I have
It's
Cam
an
do
easy
it or
little job.
something.
Just bring them in. But when it comes down to is the way I look at it is partnership. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you're in a relationship, you call yourself a partnership. Well, partners help each other out. You know, so it shouldn't always depend on the role, your gender role or whatever. I mean, if it's something that needs to be like heavy lifting, then yeah, you know, most times the guy's gonna be stronger, so the guy's gonna be the one to do the heavy lifting,
Well,
or the more dangerous jobs.
And you got the women that saying that they don't need no man for nothing.
Yeah,
so they
and
can do
cool.
all that themselves.
And that's cool and all, but when the time comes, what you gonna do?
But at the same time, and it's just like none of us really need. If push come to shove, on that note, if push come to shove, I believe that every woman out here can actually survive without a man. Yeah. So when you say need,
Yeah.
but there is certain things that you want to have in a partner, and not only that, it's also certain things that really, to be honest, you're not gonna get. You know, if you want a man and you don't want a woman, it's certain things that you're not going to get without having that man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So and when I speak of that, I mean like emotional things, mental things, and that certain connections and stuff. Like you can't have that by yourself because you know, and it's okay if you want to be single and not have that. But I'm saying you're saying I don't need a man for anything. All I want, and that's cool. But if you actually want a certain connection in a relationship, that's actually something that you need to have a man for, right? Unless you want to have a woman to do it. So so I get it as far as like, you know, I don't have to have a man, and I get that scenario because no, I don't think any woman out there have to have, you know, because if all the men disappeared on the earth and it was just women,
So
you know what I'm saying, you're gonna survive.
Yeah.
You know, but at the end of the day, like I mean, when you start thinking about terms of wants and needs, you know, you can look at it differently or from different perspectives or whatever. And even some of the things that you're saying that you could do without a man taught you how to do it. So, I mean, maybe your daddy, maybe your uncle, maybe your brother, but a lot of times a man taught you how to do it. So, I mean, that don't go without saying that you didn't necessarily have a man to even teach you those things. So,
each gender is very necessary.
Yeah, I think both genders are necessary.
Equally
Men
necessary.
are needed. Women are needed.
Yeah.
We need each other, and that's the way God designed it. He put us here. He created man and woman for us to need each other, want each other, and actually interact with each other and have each other for those purposes. So, I mean, but we just have to make sure that whatever we're doing, and I'll even go as far as saying when you're putting God first in your relationship in regards to gender roles, you know, are you leaving your mate, the one you're supposed to be one with, the one that you know, are spending your life with, the one you love and care about, are you leaving this person with so much weight on them that it's causing them distress, it's causing them mental distress, or even to be so physically tired that they don't really want to have room for anything else? Or, you know, are you saying that I love this person enough to figure out what it is that they need so that I can be able to help them with that? And then even with mental check-ins and stuff, like we do that. And I'll say, you know, how are you doing? You know, and a lot of times when you ask somebody how they're doing, and they're not even thinking, you know, in that perspective of like the mental, but I'm like, how you doing mentally? You know, I'm asking these questions because you just never know.
Which is an important question to ask. It's out of the norm, even still today. Mental health is preached so much today, but people still don't ask those questions. Well, some people do. I mean, but probably not enough. It should be more of the norm in every household. How are
Yeah.
you doing mentally?
How you doing mentally?
Mental check-in.
Exactly. Yeah. And then what can, and I would say, and I'm not like, I know already spoke from the woman perspective to say tell your partner what you need, but I would also say it would be helpful for men to ask, like, what do you need me? Do you need me to help you with anything? Do you need me for anything? How can I help? You know, those questions go a long way. How can I help?
Yeah.
Go a long way.
Mm-hmm.
It
Feel
goes.
just like you compliment her hair when she get her hair done. Same thing.
And some of them don't do
Go
that.
down, go a long way. I just do it. Hey, as soon as you touch your hair, I'm like, baby, your hair look good. I don't know what you did to it.
Well, what if you don't like it? You still tell me it look good?
Baby, your hair look good.
See, that's why sometimes I don't even be trusting to ask him stuff, and I send my best friend a picture and ask her instead because she gonna be honest. He just gonna be telling me anything. How this look?
Baby, you are brutal. Shoot, that's how I
Except
look.
for that one time you asked me, you wearing that outside? And that was a little dress.
Oh man.
But
Nah, you know I'm gonna let you know though. If something ain't right.
You better.
Something off. I ain't gonna have you go outside looking crazy.
But see, you so calm and laid back on things like that too, though. Not everything. You really don't have too much judgment when it comes to,
Nah.
It's like if you like that and it's, it's fine to me, it's good. You know what I'm saying? So you're not real anal about a lot of
Nah,
things.
nah, not at all.
So, it might be fine to you and you ain't gonna be critical of it.
That's right.
But yeah, and especially so when we start talking about like gender roles too, I would say like, okay, when I got pregnant with Cam, because this is a big thing, like as far as women and having babies and stuff like that, new moms and postpartum depression is very common, and sometimes the man may not understand what's going on, and sometimes men go through postpartum depression. I know a lot of people don't even realize that or know that, but sometimes men do experience postpartum depression. But
Hey.
yeah. But so when I was pregnant with Cam, I was like really sick my first 4 months with him. It was almost like as soon as I got that first day of that fifth, that they into month 5, I felt good. I was able to eat, do all of that stuff. But I was like really sick, and so I was going through a lot mentally because I couldn't drive. I was on bed rest for 4 months. I couldn't go get the kids was at school all day. He was at work all day. If I wanted to get up and go get some food, I couldn't do that. Like I couldn't go leave the house to go get some food or anything like that because I wasn't supposed to be driving or anything. So that was kind of hard for me. I stayed in the room most of the time because I was like hypersensitive to smells, and even like certain smells would really make me even sicker. And so I was like mean and everything because I was like really going through it, right? So he did what he could to help me, right? Which wasn't a whole lot that he could do. It was a lot that was out of his control because I was sick, but he did, he picked up the slack in a lot of ways. Like, you cooked, and that was like making sure the kids ate every day, all the time, because I wasn't doing anything. Like, I promise you, probably for the first 4 months of that pregnancy, I barely even saw the kitchen.
I didn't, because you was on
I
bed
was
rest.
in that room, like, for real.
But you had to follow the doctor's orders, so
Yeah.
it was a high risk pregnancy. You had to follow the doctor's orders, and again, partnership. That's why I bring that word up again because that's where your partner is. I say in your case, bedridden.
Yeah.
You were on the bed rest,
And
so I had to pick it up.
And he did everything. I didn't do anything. So whatever needed to be handled or taken care of, it was on him. And it was a struggle for real because I was going through a lot of mental I probably was depressed.
It was very depressing, stressful time.
Yeah.
It was very stressful.
And then as soon as I was able to go out and do stuff, he said, "Put some clothes on. I got a surprise. I'm gonna take you somewhere and get you out of the house." Yeah. So I put on some clothes and he took me to where we went?
Biloxi.
So we went to Biloxi, yeah. And I think we went to a buffet. Didn't
Did we
we?
go to buffet that day? Oh, yeah, we
Yeah.
did. Yeah, sure did. I forgot about that.
Imagine me couldn't really eat nothing but
forgot
dry
about that.
behind turkey sandwiches for 4 months or chicken with A1 sauce, right?
Forgot about that. Yeah, sure
So,
did. Now, can you imagine? We talk about gender roles and our expectations and everything. Can you imagine back in like the 50s? Same situation you were in, we were in. You know, you got a high risk pregnancy, bed rest, but the man's like, well, you need to cook. That's feeling the way you was, because
I don't mean to laugh because that's not funny.
it's not like you was the first woman in history to feel that way.
Yeah.
This has been going on for years.
Well, it's not even
And-
back in the 50s though. This is happening right now.
Well, I'm just
It's
saying,
2020.
yeah, it may be, but I'm just saying, like, it was expected
Yeah.
that women know, okay, that's cool and all, but you need to eat. You need to clean. I mean, I'm saying you need to cook. You need to clean. I'm not coming home to no dirty house.
I don't got no clean laundry.
I'm not doing my laundry. No, you
Oh, you
iron
need to
my
say
clothes.
these kids.
You iron
These
my clothes.
kids, these
Yeah.
Kids
All of that.
Yeah.
I can imagine how hard that is. That
Yeah.
was. Cause shoot, it was just a different time, you know. But again, today, I mean, times have changed for the better.
Yeah.
You know, times have changed for the better. Cause we both work, and we both need to be taking care of the house.
Yeah.
Shoot.
And then when I was on bed rest, I didn't work. Like I
yeah, you had to stop working.
Yeah, I had to stop working.
So I had to pick it up more.
So financially, it was like he was doing everything financially. He was doing everything around the house, and you know all of that. So, and then when the baby came, it was even. It still was. You know, it didn't seem like it was my baby. Okay, it was still. It felt a lot like our baby because I didn't have to ask him to pitch in and do the things that he needed to do. But if I did need him to help, and I did need him to ask before the, I mean, if I did need to ask, he would do that with no problem. But for the most part, you know, like he was on paternity leave when I had Campbell, and so
Yeah.
I didn't really get up and he slept. He started early on sleeping through the night for the most part. But like when he woke up maybe like around 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning or something, I would wake up sometime and he was up feeding him and feed him and put him back down, you know.
Yeah.
So that's just what you call a partnership, you know. Yes, the mother carried the child, pushed the child out and all of that, but this is at the same time our child to take care of. So one person shouldn't be taxed with all the responsibility and not even really most of the responsibility unless y'all work that out to a way where it's suitable for the two of you. And you like, okay, you got this going on, so I'm gonna pick up this slack over here and I'm gonna do all of this while you get that done. Because sometimes couples do move things around for somebody to meet a goal.
Right.
So somebody might be in school and you know they got homework, so it might be like, I'm gonna take on, you don't worry about this, I'm gonna do all of this, and you go ahead and focus on what you need to focus on, you know. So because everything you're doing is pretty much should be working for the both of you.
Yeah, and towards a goal. So you know you want to finish that goal, and it works for both of you.
Yeah. So I mean, gender roles are not bad things to have, but I feel like strong expectations could come along with gender roles and strong, rigid boundaries that probably need to be a little bit looser and fluent.
More flexible.
You know,
a lot more flexible.
Yeah.
So
whenever you getting ready to decide who you want to spend your life with, who you want to live with, who you want to marry, all that, I think that's important to discuss. Gender roles are very important to discuss. What are your views on gender roles? What does that look like to you? What's your expectations? So, you know, and you know, how fluid are you with your views? How flexible are you with the views and the way in your beliefs and things like that? So it can be so easy, y'all, so much easier. It can just be so much easier. Like I see some situations where I be like, why is it this hard? Y'all, why? You know, and people so stuck in their ways. It should not be that hard. It shouldn't be. It really don't have to be, put it like that.
That's right.
So, so like think about that as far as like gender roles and stuff, and put in giving, you know, what needs to be given to make things easier for each other, you know. And if my allergies wasn't so bad, I'd go out in the yard and help him more often.
And she would too. I know you would.
Yeah.
Because in our
But-
other house, you did. You was out there helping me out a lot.
Yeah, but when it comes to like grass being cut and all that stuff, I can't deal. I can't get down with that. I'll be a horrible hot mess being out there around fresh cut grass. Because even if I have my back screen door open and somebody out in another yard cutting grass and that wind blowing that smell of that fresh grass over there, I got to close that door. So, but I would like to be. I like being outside, so I mean, I would be like to be out there. I tell you one thing: now one of the things is that I do like to accomplish and get stuff done really quick. Some things, and he more of a procrastinator on some things. So some things I might go ahead and do them. Like I really the one who mainly clean the garage out because the garage ain't that important to him to keep clean. It's important to me to keep clean.
Well, clean. I do clean, but you talking about organizing a certain way. That's what she talking about.
Same thing.
With me, it's a garage. You know what I'm saying? I know where everything at. I put stuff in a certain way to where I know where everything is at. And then she go out there and move stuff around. I don't know where stuff is. She had a lawnmower in the attic because it's less clutter.
No
because it's less clutter. You know?
But I would if I could. But because I like stuff to be more organized, like not all over the place, right? And then I park my car in there. Like I see the garage every single day. This man don't have to see the garage like that. So hey, and if it was up to me, we wouldn't have nothing in there but a car. Shoot.
See, you want another room.
No, I just wanted to be like.
You want your car to have a nightstand. That's what you want. You want another room in there. Like,
oh my gosh. No.
It's a garage. Shoot.
It's a garage where the garages should still be organized. That's how I see it. Go in the garage and I'm in a full-fledged panic attack because it's crap everywhere. Throwing it.
How you think I feel at the bathroom sink? You got crap everywhere. I start my day out with panic attack. If we gonna talk about panic attack,
that ain't nearly as bad as the garage. It has gotten sometimes.
To you?
If you can tolerate that garage, please. That's because I got hair accessories and stuff like that
all over the place.
But I clean it up.
When?
I do all the time. I just use it again, so I have to bring it back out.
Yeah.
But yeah, so help, make sure y'all that y'all supporting each other's needs.
Yeah, very important.
All of that stuff. And men, remember that. And not saying that sex is not important to women because it is to some of us. But if that is something that's really important to you, right? And that's something you expect from your woman, and you feel like that's something you have to have often, and that keeps you going, and all of that, then think about that it may be a different need that she feels the same exact way about that she needs from you, and it may not be as important to you as this is, but it's just as important to her as that is important to you. So you better stop for you find Kim in the hammock.
Yeah, don't do
using
that.
the camera. If y'all see his body fly over here across the screen because he flew out the hammock. Woo, child.
It's not a swing, it's a hammock. Just chill, just lay in it. Still though, it won't be fun if you bust your head open.
But yeah, so
go get
So that just remember that those needs are just as important to her, and the vice versa, ladies.
So fellas, help her out. Come meet her halfway. Pick up some of that slack for her, some of those chores, so that she could be very well rested, and that'll be one less excuse she got.
Wait, one less excuse.
One less excuse. But she'll wanna be in the mood.
Maybe be in the mood. I mean, because sometimes women could want to be in the mood, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You could want to be in the mood. Because women could want to be in the mood, but that doesn't mean that they necessarily are. It could be out of your control.
It could be out of the control. Yeah, I mean, but you could try. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you
Just
could try.
You know.
Because sometimes, 9 times out of 10, if you ain't in a mood and he touching you and being in the right places at the right time, then
Yeah,
that could turn on the mood or whatever. So,
yeah,
yeah. But definitely looking to try to see what those needs are, each other needs are, and being attuned with each other.
yeah.
When you become
Be
attuned
as
with each
one,
other,
equally yoked,
yes,
and all that stuff.
and you could kind of pick up on certain cues and different things like that when you become in
It
tune
won't
with
reach
each
over there.
other.
It won't reach over there. Just go and take the remote over there. Unlock. Trying to get his football out here. He ready to throw his football.
Yeah, but yeah. So when you become attuned with each other, you could pick up on different cues and stuff from each other anyway.
Yeah, yeah, no doubt,
So
no doubt.
then I'm pretty sure certain cues or certain things you could pick up on. For me, you just know.
Yeah.
So, yep. So gender roles, let's examine those gender roles. Make sure they're working for the both of you guys and not just one person. Try not to be so rigid in your thinking when it comes to gender roles, and throw some ideas around with each other, and make sure that you are on the same page or try to compromise or whatever and be on so you can get on the same page about what works in your household for you um or whatnot. Okay,
Okay.
I hope y'all got something out of this video that you could take back to your relationship and utilize in a positive and effective way. And so we're gonna go and finish enjoying the rest of our day outside out here in this beautiful St. Pete.
And if y'all want to comment some of the examples that we gave, like I say, I wash dishes and stuff like that. I help clean up. Maybe comment some of the stuff that y'all do that's against the norm of the gender role title.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Because sometimes I could start off with cleaning the tile or the floor and you'll just take over.
Yeah.
I don't mind.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I don't want you to be hurt because later on, when I say, hey, come on in here for a few minutes. I don't want to hear no excuses.
And truthfully,
I
know we was ending, but I will say truthfully, this is not what I saw technically like growing up in seeing from my mom and dad. Like it was a more of gender roles. The gender roles were more defined. But I did see my dad cook sometimes, like on the weekends. My mom did not cook on the weekends, but she did cook Monday through Thursday. So sometimes he would cook like on Sundays or something like that. But for the most part, everything else around the house, and mainly even with the discipline, stuff like that with the kids and stuff, it was more so my mom doing those things, for the most part. And so it's really different from how we operate. Like I never went into maybe it's little certain things that maybe I came in thinking, or maybe came in with the idea that this should be this way, but then we just made things work for ourselves how we wanted to make it work.
Yeah. How you doing? Good. All right. Take it easy, bro.
Yeah, he saw somebody, one of his coworkers. Yeah. See, this is like the real deal, just sitting out here chilling, and the video is just like so, it's so, what I'm saying, imperfect, and I like that.
Right. That's right. You never know what's going to
happen. I ain't cutting none of this stuff out. It's going to all go just like it is.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Nice, perfect day.
Yes, and that's just how we going to do, because we just being the Joneses. So we just going to sit here and be ourselves, right?
That's how it is. You can only be that way.
Yeah. So anyway, so that's just how it was. I mean, I didn't if things needed to change in the way that we believe things should be, but we had to make it our own.
Yeah.
So that's just how we had to do things.
Mm-hmm.
And so, because a lot of times you be like, no, you should do this, or a woman should do this, or a man should do this, or this how it should be. Yeah. And no, it's how it should be is how it works for the two of you.
That's right.
Even with like the disciplinary stuff or whatever. Like now, that is one thing. I think I was more the disciplinary with the kid. So, yeah.
At first.
Yeah. Yep. But now it's just like we all team working it up, you know. And
That's the only way. That's the only way it can be.
yeah,
Partnership,
partnership.
teamwork made the
It
dream
ain't,
work.
I ain't doing no more than he doing, and he's not doing any more than I'm doing. When if you look at the big picture of it, but maybe he may do more on one particular day. He may give more, and or one day I may give more, and it just kind of go with the flow of how everybody feeling on that particular day.
Mhm.
So when you say putting in 100%, I'm putting in 100%. He putting in 100%. That's not 100% every day. It's our 100% that we're giving. But somebody may not have that 100% to give on that particular day. Somebody might only have 80% or 50% to give because somebody may not feel well. Somebody might be overwhelmed. Somebody might be tired. Something like that. Or so that other person steps up and gives more of
Pick up the slack a little
themselves
bit
and
more.
pick up themselves. So yeah, thinking of it like that. But in a big picture, of course, we're giving 100%.
Overall.
Overall. So yeah, that's how it should be.
Most definitely.
And I just said that's how it should be because that's what I mean. Because it don't really work when that's not what's happening. When somebody feel like they not getting enough in the relationship or from the other person, it's not gonna feel good.
Yeah.
So it should be where you are giving, everybody is putting in what the other person may need, them to do. So yeah. But anyway, so we gonna ride on out of here
Wrap this thing on
and
up.
wrap this thing on up.
Good talk, good discussion. Hopefully somebody got something out of it.
Yeah. And y'all like, subscribe, comment, share it with your friends.
All that.
Sit down and talk to your spouse. Watch it with your mate. I know I was just a friend of mine was just saying that her being a single person still can relate to some of the things that we talk about and the topics and stuff, and that's a good thing because I know a lot of people out there that's single, but they've been in relationships. They're gonna be in relationships. They're looking for relationships. So hey, it's all good, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, y'all like, comment, subscribe, share, and we are just being the Joneses, and we'll see y'all next time.
See you next time. All right. Take it easy.